You're with IndiaPostLive.com, India's first live conversation web television. Welcome to today's edition of Trend Tonic, the show where we bring you the topics that are trending at the top on social media. Now, this is a platform for all of you to figure out what people in the social media are talking about. If you have your comments on those topics, please write into us at India Post Live, send us your video comments, send us your tweets at hashtag India Post Live and at the rate India Post Live. So today, of course, the topic that has been trending at the political level, at the national level is hashtag RSS questions Teresa. Now, Mohan Bhagwat, the chief of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, has implied that converting people to Christianity was the main motive of Mother Teresa's service to the poor. Now, he made this statement at a village in Rajasthan, and needless to say, this has sparked outrage not just on traditional media, not just with other political parties, but also on the social media. Now, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat has said that it is possible that her kind of work is good, but there was a motive behind that service, and it was to convert people who she helped to Christianity. If someone wants to convert to Christianity is another thing, but to do it under the garb of social service is to devalue that service. And he also said that in our country, social service is done actually selflessly. Now, what is important is to remember that his comments came less than a week after Prime Minister Narendra Modi had categorically stated that the government will ensure there is complete freedom of faith and that everyone has the undeniable right to retain or adopt the religion of his or her choice without coercion or undue influence. So this is something which everybody has reacted to. Yes, there have been tweets in the favor of RSS as well. How can Mohan Bhagwat say that about me? Because he's not appearing for Miss World. And that Hindu saints have done much more service than one nun. Okay, there were people who are saying Mother Teresa was as cruel as ISIS. Patients who went seeking relief were treated inhumanly and left to die a painful death. All right, so this is definitely something that is a lot of all kinds of comments on both ends of the spectrum as far as RSS go, as far as the Hindutva groups go, and as far as the other secular parties go and secular people go. Sanjay Jha says, where are you, Mr. Modi? This is shaming India. Mohan Bhagwat, they suffer from some kind of mental block, and this is something that Father Dominique has said. He's a spokesperson of the Catholic Archdiocese. Okay, now there are some tweets which show that RSS apologists masquerade as journalists in the country, and he has Shehzad Poonawalla has retweeted Shiv Aroor's statements. All right. So definitely something that has caused a lot of social outrage. Now, the second topic that we picked up trending right on top on Twitter as well as Facebook is, of course, Rahul Gandhi's sabbatical. Now, needless to say, this has taken the party by surprise. This has taken both national as well as foreign media by surprise. Now, Rahul Gandhi applied for a few weeks' leave to introspect on the party and basically how he will basically figure out what went wrong in the party, especially after that huge drubbing they got in the Delhi elections, where they did not even secure a single seat in the 70-member assembly. Just a few months ago, for 15 years, the Congress was ruling Delhi. Now, this is something, the sudden decision just before the budget session of the parliament began has set off a speculation that it was in fact an act against Congress President Sonia Gandhi and some of her decisions. It seems that Rahul Gandhi could be upset with some of the people who make up the party composition. However, the party has had to jump into damage control mode and said that Rahul Gandhi will actively take part in all the party processes after he comes back from leave. So basically, the decision to go on leave just before the budget session, in which the Congress had decided to target the government in a big way on the land ordinance issue, and Rahul Gandhi himself was supposed to lead a party agitation at Jantar Mantar. And the first crucial week where the union budget and the railway budget are to be presented, well, he's not going to be there. Okay, so these are all the tweets that are doing the rounds. Some of them are really hilarious. He takes off on a holiday and everyone misses him. When he was around, well, nobody seemed to care. Mother sick, so missing, end of a dynasty. Till now, no CBI inquiry demand. Where is Rahul? He is on his trip to Pluto. He might get a chance to be the Prime Minister over there, says Sapna Thakur. Sarcasm at its best. Okay, there is Mr. Modi looking for Rahul. Where is Rahul? So the hashtag that are in fact doing the round is where is Rahul and Rahul on leave. Okay, that's Mauka on one hand, the attacking the budget, and on the other, Rahul going on leave. Where is Rahul? Everybody looking under the microscope, binoculars. Mr. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi looking under the microscope. You have him. बीड़ी है किसी के पास, all right. He's somewhere in a remote UP village. The picture clearly suggests that. Best actor for Boyhood. All right, somebody has actually taken that off from the Oscars that were announced only yesterday. Even Barack Obama is looking for Rahul. Where is Rahul? All right. So where is Rahul is of course the big question. The Congress party is on the defensive. The BJP really said it doesn't care. Okay, so what Rahul comes back with, what thoughts, what plans for the future of his party, if at all any he comes back with, is something all political analysts as well as all of us on social media are waiting to see. Okay, now the next topic we have that is trending on social media is hashtag Anna returns. Now, veteran social activist Anna Hazare, you will remember, had shaken the UPA government 4 years back with his stand and with his crusade on anti-corruption. Now, again, he is back this time to tell the people that the Modi government's policies are pro-rich and anti-poor. Now, he has in fact, he has begun his crusade with an attack on the Modi government's land acquisition ordinance. Mr. Hazare said that the BJP had promised Achhe Din for the people before the elections, but the Achhe Din have only come for the people who are rich and for the corporates. He has begun an agitation at Jantar Mantar since yesterday, and regarding the land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement bill, he has said this is land grab. Britishers used to do it. Today's government is worse than the BJP regime. So he has planned a 2-day dharna and in fact Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who had split from Hazare and formed the Aam Aadmi Party, also met him after a gap of 2 years and told him about his wish to participate in the dharna. And of course, Mr. Hazare said that anybody is welcome on the platform as long as the issue is, they are on the same mindset as far as the big issue is concerned. So basically, the government in December 2014 had promulgated an ordinance making significant changes in the Land Acquisition Act, including removal of consent clause for acquiring land for 5 areas of industrial corridors, PPP projects, rural infrastructure, affordable housing and defense use. Okay, so that obviously is trending on social media as well. Okay, so you also have a combination of Anna returns and Rahul on leave. No one has seen Anna Hazare and Rahul Gandhi in the same room. Anna returns and Rahul on leave. That makes perfect sense. Does it now? Okay. Frankly, who supports Anna now and for what? Unless it's APTA's joint venture with Congress to resurrect it. We want smart cities, we want jobs, we want hospitals. We want infrastructure, but we will oppose land ordinance. Okay. Okay, this is somebody who's saying that we have a lot of barren land which can be given to industrialists who have the money and the resources to develop such lands. Ghanna Hazare, a field of sugarcane. Okay. All right. Some sarcasm there. All right. Moving on, of course, the Cricket World Cup, and what an innings. The hashtag is West Indies versus Zimbabwe. Chris Gayle scored a double century in just 138 balls. Now that is a world record in itself. West Indies won the toss and they decided to bat first in the Pool B match against Zimbabwe. And needless to say, hashtag West Indies versus Zimbabwe as well as hashtag Gayle are trending on social media. Chris Gayle smashed his way into the record books with a devastating double century versus Zimbabwe. Now, this is the fastest double ton in one-day internationals, and he has broken Virendra Sehwag's record. His double century came off 140 balls. Chris Gayle achieved his double century in just 138 balls. Gayle was dismissed off the last ball of the West Indies innings, finishing on 215 off 147 balls. This is the highest individual score in World Cups. Now his fantastic knock included 10 fours and a record levelling 16 sixes. Now West Indies have set a target of 373 to Zimbabwe. West Indies scored 372 for 2 in the first innings. All right, he needs to stop calling me his good luck charm. You have a lot of people there going gaga. Sudden whirlwind, gale forces, global confusion, and a salvation of the game. It's like a Jesus second coming. Wow. As an Indian, I'm happy that some records are safe. I don't think Virendra Sehwag's record is safe, Mayank. He scored double century in 140, Gayle scored in 138. But anyway, Chris Gayle becomes the first batsman to score 200 in World Cup as well as first non-Indian to score double century in ODIs. Okay, some more facts there for you. More than his 12 ODI innings put together. Cricket Dictionary, Gayle, mythical monster in disguise of a male human. Wonderful, wonderful. Saeed Chaudhary. All right. Now, how Zimbabwe will play is of course something we'll have to wait and watch. But these are the 4 main topics that have been trending on social media. If there is something else that you think should have been there right on top, please let us know. Send us your posts, your tweets, your audio comments. If you have anything to say about any of these topics that we talk about during the show, you can just click on a participation button and we would love to have you on our show to talk about it. Send us your tweets at hashtag IndiaPostLive and our handle @IndiaPostLive. Thanks so much for watching. Of course, swine flu is another topic that is trending, but we are doing a separate show on swine flu in a few minutes from now. So we will see you back then, and tomorrow we will see you with a fresh version of Trend Tonic. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.